Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Here in Memphis, we have an interconference matchup with the Grizzlies looking to create some cheers for this crowd. Now, here's Morant. And the wing jumper offline.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Porzingis with the ball. Now defended by Bane. With the shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Unloads from 13. A few unsuccessful trips in a row, and we're still not enough. Bane, no good.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
There's Brown with the three. Edey with the rebound. Pass to Morant. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Buries it from three-point range.
When Ja is knocking down that three consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
Outside Holiday. The tray. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Morant outside. And there's the try. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
The agility, the athleticism. Morant sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Morant with a wide open look. Knocks down the three ball. Morant's got 8 points.
If Morant knocks those down consistently, you got zero chance on defense.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Doesn't go for him. Holiday with the defensive effort. Celtics trailed by 6. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Morant's got space. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
It's Brown on the wing. Scoreless thus far. 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Right side, Holiday. Outside, Horford. Back to Holiday. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Now, here's Morant for three. Rebound, Boston. Pass to Porzingis. Celtics passing it around. Brown deciding where to go with it. Outside, Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now, here's Brown. Guarded by Morant.
Supposed to be a goal team.
Brown earns a trip to the line.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Hands it from downtown. So it's Boston now. Here's Hauser. Boston again missing. Takes the 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He got into double digits. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Craig. Tatum looking around. From deep. Wells grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Kennard's shot is off. Celtics trail by 5. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And that one drops for him.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And the Celtics making a change here. For Memphis, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Ah, there's Tatum's range on display.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Upside Pippen. Lets it go from deep. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Celtics trail by 5. The 3. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Down low. Pippen with the wide open look. Traps in the tray. Pippen's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D. And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
On the wing, Bain.
Okay.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's Pritchard. No scoring in this one.
I don't like the way he shoots.
The 3, Pippen. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Boston making a switch here. Celtics trail by 6.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Brown outside. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game. Morant looking around. Over Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Back to Morant. Over Tatum. And it's Morant missing. And here's Boston. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. You can't get that one to fall.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Knocked loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Calling for the jump ball.
And stolen by White. Here's the 3. Knocked away.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
To the inside. Porzingis can't get it to fall.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Morant right side. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Morant's got 12 in the game.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Here's White. No good on the triple. Morant left side. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Celtics trail by 8. Porzingis high post. Back to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Pass to Wells. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Porzingis. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Offline with his 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. On the wing, Bain. Still scoreless. Morant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. Right wing.
Tatum, get from over that. It's not your D.
Rebound by Drew Holiday.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it. No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Morant outside. Looking to get back on track here. And it's White with the rebound. Boston trailing. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
You know, foul.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Morant with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Jackson from long range. Morant outside. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. Pass to Edey. And he banks in the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The flush by Tatum.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Here's Edey. Pass to Jackson. Puts up a 3. And it's White with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. Takes a 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Morant outside. That 3 off the mark.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
On the wing, Brown. Fires from deep. That shot missing. Memphis trailing here. Now here's Morant for 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And that one's good. Morant.
Little sweet touch on the floater. Morant has so many shots to choose from in his bag.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Bain looking around. Back to Morant. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
this guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Celtics.
The Celtics, 32.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. To the paint. Here's Aldama.
What is he doing on him?
And Aldama slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
The three from Tatum. Here's Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
And how about the court awareness from Horford? Quickly grabs the board and doesn't let the possession go to waste.
Outside, Bain. Pass to Wells. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside, Tatum. Over Bain. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Outside, Pippen. Here's Aldama. Guarded by Tatum. Aldama gets the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Pass to Tatum. Three-pointer. Tatum with another miss. Memphis leading. Outside, Bain. Aldama with the ball. Stolen. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Tatum with the finish on a beautiful break.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. I now would send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference.
Timeout.
Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. The Grizzlies call timeout. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Bain. Pass to Edey. Shot clock at 2. Nice D from Porzingis. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
First team.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. defense, the Grizzlies. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Just 5 on the clock. They now take the lead. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
Outside Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Man, boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a long bomb. Good luck catching that thing cleanly.
.1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Misses the 3. The Grizzlies trail by 6.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Brown drives in. And then Brown with the dunk.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct. There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
A 3 from Porzingis. It's rebounded by Memphis. There's Jackson with the 3. And they recover it. It's good from beyond the arc. From deep 3-point territory. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,
Congratulations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations.
This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And the basket by Hachimura.
A smart decision-maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Blocked. Pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Fires in the triple.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Here's Hayes. Count that one.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Reeves. The jump hook. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Hachimura. And Doncic puts up a deep 3. The Lakers with another miss. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Williams. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game here. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Now here's Williams. He has 6. Rebounded by the Lakers. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Dort. Here's Hartenstein. He's defended by Hayes. That one falls.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Doncic. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Outside, Williams. Here's Holmgren. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Pass to Hachimura. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Hachimura's got 9.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. teams will make substitutions. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 5. Outside, Williams. There's the block. And here they come. From deep, here's Doncic. .43 seconds left in the first quarter. No good with the triple.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Right side Vanderbilt. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They've been behind for a few minutes now.
And I think that's about to change.
Now here's Caruso. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by
Well, it was off Caruso.
Wallace, right side. 4 seconds left. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Rui Hachimura making things happen for Los Angeles. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports.
Yeah. Not really. I don't really play 2K like that. I'll be playing
Close
Madden.
game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't play Call of Duty at all.
When you can dominate the boards at
But it's like every time I pull out my gun, I get sniped. I can't run nowhere.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring. Simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Yeah.
Ooh, Shea showing
My
no
little brother, he be
fear
playing
inside.
in tournaments and stuff. He be
Clark, we
winning.
hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
On the wing, Hachimura. From outside,
First time he missed.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former
I don't know why they
first-round
said he
pick,
fouled him.
Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the
Give me
NBA.
that.
And the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
You know, Clark, with the
Walk
Lakers,
up.
at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Pass to Vincent. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. On the wing, Hachimura. Shot to stop the run. Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 5. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. SGA
Bro, how you
working
get
through
that?
contact inside.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Counted for Vincent.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. just asking to get burned if you do.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Gabe Vincent.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
So both teams changing it up here. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. And working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Here's Reeves. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Again, Oklahoma City.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
James can't get it to go. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 17-4 run. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Lakers trail by 11. And here's Doncic outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. So it's Oklahoma City now. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Yeah, they give you unnecessary stuff.
Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's
Bro, you're
reach,
not ripping up
especially
LeBron.
when he's nearby on defense.
Williams with it. Now Doncic defending.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
It's Dort on the wing. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range.
I think I'm hopping on
So
that.
Dort's got himself on the board with a 3 there. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Hachimura from long range.
Yeah.
He missed it. Now 3 for 7. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 4 points.
I think the Thunder gonna win the championship this
Lakers
year, though.
trail by 16. Doncic outside.
And then the Cavaliers.
Looking to win the run.
The Cavaliers decent too.
No luck on that one. And so it's Oklahoma City in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Their entire defense is designed to stop LeBron right now, and that's been effective. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
And with the second half upon us,
I think Chris Paul supposed to be retired. So.
That it's threatening to be.
Yeah, he ain't win. I don't think he won a
Oklahoma
championship.
City leading by 16.
I mean, I don't think he got.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Doncic. Now Los Angeles with it. Three-pointer. There, LeBron for 3.
He's become so comfortable from
Oh,
long
yeah,
range.
yeah.
That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, those were fine.
The Bulls looking decent too. That's my hometown team.
It was hard to
That's
find
my hometown.
fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Yeah.
Both free throws good from
Yeah, I was born in
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Chicago. I moved to Indiana
Already
in
a very confident
2015.
player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Pass
Yeah,
to Reeves.
I stay in Maryville.
Back to Doncic. From the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for fourth most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
They get it back.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
The Lakers with a rebound. Here's James on the wing. 5 points in the game.
Bro, he's pushing me, bro.
Out of bounds, it'll be Oklahoma City's ball. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Holmgren. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. It's Hayes with the rebound.
They was about to let him get that.
Lakers trail by 14.
Ooh,
for three, James sinks it from distance.
Here we come, here we come.
James has got 8.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit from the elbow. James outside. Doncic right side. There's the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Brad, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
LeBron fires one down.
An ultra competitor in everything he does. LeBron doesn't go up just for the simple layup.
Do what I did.
He wants to throw it down.
Dort outside. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. SGA explodes to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
The 3, James. The Thunder pull it in. A minute and a half left in the third. And here's Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. James with a steal. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. 1:02 left in the third. Caruso, right side. Finney-Smith pulls it in. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. 11-point game. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Shot from 12.
Ah, he supposed to run in.
Oklahoma City leading by 11.
I tried to run in.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter here. Can't get it to drop. And there's James from the arc. Again, the miss by James. It's Williams, high post. 6 points for him. Reeves with some nice D. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The three, James. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand.
Yeah, last quarter. My ball, though.
Here's Doncic.
I'll leave him open.
Hachimura from long range. The three ball. The Thunder with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16.
Ruby, I'm dropping that.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball.
In the first quarter.
Vincent picks him up.
Nope, he ain't getting that.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. Lakers trail by 11. Here's Connect. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Wiggins looking around. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA just powering through contact.
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
Here's Connect. Back to Finney-Smith. Here's Connect. 5 on the clock. Hachimura from long range. That shot off.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And just not letting up at all. You have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Vincent. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He is not messing around.
I would have felt more comfortable if I would have had like 40 to your 47.
All right, let's get a report from Alex.
Still a lot of time, though.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Thank you for that, Allie. Lakers trail by 12. James with the ball.
Why he at the free-throw line like he got a free?
Pass to Reeves. James, right side.
Hold on.
The three is up. Hartenstein pulls it in.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Some solid defense from Hayes. And there's James from the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Hayes with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
James up top. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Kind of go over that.
Room here for Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's LeBron. And it's James with the jam.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
The kick out to Williams. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Reeves. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the drive. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
And Gilgeous-Alexander is so assertive on the drive, confident at finishing through contact.
Here's James. Tries a three off the inbound. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Williams with it. Now Doncic defending. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here. LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
And they go to the intentional foul. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
And he commits the intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just rain.
GG, bro.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. A foul right away.
So he gets them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some
I almost
solid free
came
throw
back.
shooting.
I came back, but I ain't.
And James launches it from deep. Again, the miss by James. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
GG, bro.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. So it's Oklahoma City winning this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
I'll play one more. I think I should play. Should I play one more? Yeah, I'll play one more.
Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's Brunson. Basket's good.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
The three from Curry. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. It's Bridges on the wing. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Back to Bridges. 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Here's Brunson. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Brunson's got his second basket.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall, pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Now here's Butler. And it's off from three-point range. Now Anunoby. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Towns. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Curry looking it over. Let's go with a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Yeah, Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, you'll have to ask my guys that. Jalen is really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Curry. And again, no good by Golden State. Towns outside to the middle. Anunoby. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
Outside Curry. This one for three. That won't go either for Curry.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Now here's Anunoby. And he gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Outside Brunson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Graham.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times. You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Now here's Hield. Outside Curry. To stop the drought. He can't hit that time.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw good. Hart.
At the line to the Knicks, Josh Hart. Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Hart. Here's Kuminga. And he misses his first shot of the game. And so it's the New York Knicks in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
I see him.
Brunson with it. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. Here's Hield. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. It's his first trip to the line. Hield has bounced around for a while now, but he's still a deadly shooter, Richard.
Hield is the definition of a shooter for hire. He's a mercenary. When he's on the floor, he's looking to pull up from deep. That's what he's paid to do. He's been an elite shooter his whole career.
Here's Brunson. Good. Brunson's got 7 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. And Anunoby for 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. And Anunoby's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Hield. Back to Curry. Pass to Payton. Puts up a deep 3. Towns with a rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
The 3 from Curry. Fires the 3. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for one more. It goes on Josh Hart.
Looking unstoppable. Even the foul can't hold back Curry's shot.
All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
And it's in there.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
Brunson looks it over. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. They set a pick. Tries the 9-footer. And it falls all over the rim and in. Brunson's got 9.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
Back to Curry. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
It just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
It's stolen by Curry. There's Pajemski. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. And now just a 5-point New York lead.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Warriors.
And we've got 1:18 left in the second. And it's Brunson missing. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
1:03 left in the first half. For 3. The shot by Pajemski, no good.
Last shot there.
New York leading by 7. Down low. The jump hook. And he can't bank that one in.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Here's Green. Karl Anthony Towns
I
comes
ain't
up with a
jumping
rebound.
back up, bro. I jumped up.
And so it's Brunson who brings
It
up
make
the ball.
me stay
for the
down
Knicks.
so somebody else can get the ball.
13 points was their biggest lead of the game. About 7 seconds
always
separating
do
the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and rolls. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
They throwing the ball late, everything.
Healed from outside. And so it's New York. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Warriors trail by 9. Left side, Pajemski. Now here's Butler. No points so far. Fires the 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns.
Rip him up.
Pass to Brunson. And here's Bridges. Off target with the 3. And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And it's powered home by Towns.
Brunson with a 6th sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
Here's Green. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Back to Brunson. Over Moody. Brunson misses.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
To the inside. Green. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
the quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
McBride can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Butler. Butler! He's too much close to the rim.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space. Inside and converting.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Once again, for your Warriors Dance Team.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside McBride. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team to win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. The floater. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Playing with passion. Butler is never scared of a challenge. A wing who battles inside.
So hits one and misses one at the line. Knicks leading by 11. Here's McBride. And count the
Bro, they
basket.
just giving him anything.
Fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw, no good. Outside Curry. Looney. Robinson with the block.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Beauchamp. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid.
From outside the arc. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 5.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Pass to Beauchamp. Inside. Here's McBride. Takes it inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 7 points in the game.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Here's Curry. And Beauchamp pulls it down. New York leading by 12. Outside McBride. Pass to Beauchamp. Back to McBride. Clock at 6. Drills it from deep. McBride's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
The 3 from Curry. Achua with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the wing on the left. Here's Payne. No good on the shot. Looney with some nice D. Warriors trail by 15. Oh, Butler, what a dunk!
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
And here's Payne outside. Looney grabs a miss. Here's Butler. Top of the key jumper, no good. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. New York out in front. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Here's Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Outside Brunson. Hauled in by Curry. Warriors trail by 13. Launches a three. No good that time. Outside Brunson. Tipped. In transition, here they come. Outside Curry. With the teardrop. Good work defensively by Towns.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Brunson missing again. Now the Warriors with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. It's Hart on the wing. To the inside. The kick out to Brunson. Jacks up a three. Fires in the triple. And the Knicks lead by 16.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from three is a beautiful thing.
Outside Curry. Back to Kuminga. Here's the three.
Bro, why my thing
It's rebounded by
right?
New York.
What this game just right, bro?
Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. There's a screen. Brunson with it. Kuminga defends. Hart. Kicks it out Towns. Right wing. Here's Brunson. And the layup is good off the glass. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
And again, no good by Golden State.
Yeah, I can't
New York leading by 18. Bridges down low. Down low. Here's Towns.
Getting his own rebound.
Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Healed for three. Hart pulls it in. To the middle. Here's Brunson. And he converts the layup.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Payton. To end the run. And the Warriors miss again.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Both free throws good from Anunoby. 4-3. And Green good for three.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
To the paint.
Yeah, what?
Here's Towns. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Knicks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Karl Anthony Towns.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
Outside, Green. Fires from deep. Another miss by Green. And here's New York now. They're on a 15-5 run. Shot's good by Towns.
Anthony Towns.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Brunson. Bridges. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw's good from Anunoby.
OG Anunoby taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. So it's the Warriors now. The 3 from Curry. Offensive board. Back to Pajemski. Tries again. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Three-pointer, Bridges. No good. And so it's the Knicks. Taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown.
You know how I rock, I pass the no active one up top. We at the engine.